Have you ever wondered how property ownership has changed over the centuries? Imagine, if you will, a time when the concept of owning land, a house, a property, was entirely different from what we know today. 2,000 years ago, the world functioned on a different set of rules, laws, and societal norms. Property ownership wasn't just about having the financial means, it was about power, status, and sometimes, even divine rights. Now, fast forward to just 100 years ago. The concept of property ownership started to take a form that's more recognizable to us. Yet it was still a far cry from how we understand and experience it today. The financial systems that we rely on today were still in their infancy, and the societal norms were shifting. So, as we embark on this journey through time, let's uncover the fascinating evolution of property ownership. Now, let's journey through time and see how property ownership has evolved over the centuries. Picture this. It's the 1920s, and you want to buy a house. How different would that be from buying a house today? A century ago, buying a house wasn't as simple as signing on a dotted line. The concept of mortgages was in its infancy, and loans weren't as readily available. Most people either built their own homes or paid in full, up front. Fast forward to today, and the landscape of property ownership has been revolutionized. Financial systems have evolved, introducing mortgages and loans, making it possible for more people to own property. No longer is property ownership reserved for the wealthy, but it's not just financial systems that have changed. The value of property has seen dramatic shifts, heavily influenced by economic conditions. In the 1920s, the average house price was around $3,000. Today, that figure has skyrocketed into the hundreds of thousands. As we can see, property ownership has come a long way since the 1920s. But how about going even further back? Imagine living 2,000 years ago. Could you own a piece of land or a house like we do today? Picture yourself in a world where property ownership wasn't just about buying a home to live in, but rather a sign of status and power. This was an era where the concept of property rights was entwined with societal norms and laws that were vastly different from what we know today. You see, back then, there were no mortgages, no banks offering loans. Property ownership was a privilege, often limited to the elite. This absence of formal financial systems greatly influenced how people viewed and managed property. Fast forward to today, we're looking at an entirely different picture. We've devised complex financial systems enabling more people to own homes, yet our world is still grappling with issues of inequality and unbalanced systems. From ancient times to today, property ownership has undergone a fascinating evolution. It's a testament to human ingenuity and adaptability, shaping and being shaped by our changing societies. And who knows where we'll go next? Looking ahead, what could the future of property ownership look like? Imagine a world where property rights are universal, where everyone has a home. It sounds utopian, but with advancements in technology and shifts in societal norms, it's not entirely out of reach. Digital platforms are already transforming how we buy and sell property, making it more accessible and transparent. There's also a growing trend towards sustainable and affordable housing, creating opportunities for more people to become homeowners. But there are challenges too. How do we ensure that these developments are equitable and inclusive? How do we navigate the complex legal and ethical issues that come with these changes? The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear: the evolution of property ownership is far from over. It's a journey that we're all a part of, and one that we'll continue to explore together. So stay tuned, keep learning, and remember, the future is in our hands. But before we go, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and see you next time in our next journey through history and beyond.